The first DLC pack for Hyrule Warriors Legends dropped recently, and after getting my hands on it last week and playing through it, I thought I'd stop and give you my thoughts on it. Unlike later DLC packs, the Master Wind Waker pack is 3DS only, and altogether it provides you with a new Master Quest version of the Great Sea Adventure Mode map, 16 new character costumes, 16 new My Fairy costume pieces, and 20 new golden sculptulas, as well as more heart pieces and containers for the cast. Just like the previous Master Quest map, there are static rules on the challenges that make things a bit harder, such as preventing you from using your fairy explosion or healing items. But on top of this, as you play through it, the map has the same item cards to earn and use here as on the original Great Sea map. In other words, if you played through the previous Master Quest map and the regular Great Sea map, there are not really any surprises here. But rather I view this DLC pack as a great leveling opportunity, and a place to pick up the new weapons for Medley, as well as the new costumes for the rest of the cast. Speaking of Medley, while she isn't really a part of this DLC per se, Medley was made available as a playable character for free at the same time as the release of this pack. If you want to know more about her, you can click the link on the screen right now, or in the description. Since the Master Quest Great Sea map is available immediately upon buying and downloading the DLC, which you have to do manually from the Hyrule Warriors Legends menu, this means that Medley's level 4 weapon is the earliest one you can get if you're not far enough to have the Majora's Mask or Twilight Princess maps unlocked. Unfortunately, there are no extra costumes for Medley at this time, and that actually brings me to a problem that I had with this DLC. Unlike the previous Adventure Mode maps, which all gave you at least one new costume per character, this one leaves out 9 characters from getting something new. Being that I greatly enjoyed making a video about the 24 costumes that came on the Great Sea map, I was really disappointed that some of my favorite characters got shafted like this. What's especially egregious is that some, like Linkle and Skull Kid, only had 2 costumes anyway, and were basically begging for something new. Despite this issue, I feel that the new costumes that we got do look nice, so I suppose I can't complain too much, especially considering what this DLC does add to Hyrule Warriors Legends. Back in February when playing the game in preparation for my review, I discovered that in order to get to the later Adventure Mode maps, you had to finish the previous one by getting to the challenge that had you square off against Beast Ganon at the end, which was then followed with the unlocking of the next map. The original Hyrule map leads to the Great Sea map. The Great Sea map then led to the Master Quest Hyrule map. If you got to the end of that one, you unlocked both the Twilight Princess and Termina maps. However, it was when I progressed to this point, and after over 100 hours, that I noticed a very big problem. When trying out the challenges on these 2 maps, I just felt like there was a huge missing step in here somewhere. However, this issue is no longer a problem thanks to the new map, as I feel like this is the missing step between those 2 stages of progression. Now, I don't want to come off too positive on this aspect, as I don't feel that any game should need DLC to really feel like a complete package, but I'm not really feeling too down on this. Considering the crazy value that Hyrule Warriors Legends already had at retail, I think that paying $1 for all of the content that's added here is an unusually good value. Need I remind you that other games would likely be charging $1 per extra costume? Still, I can't help but be left with the feeling that at the very least, the step between the original Master Quest and the final 2 maps should have had a bit of a better balance, just so the new DLC map could feel more like a bonus rather than a necessity. In the end, I was pretty surprised by this pack. I thought it was just going to be a reskinned map with a few new challenges and a bunch of new collectibles. However, I think it was very smart of them to give out Medley for free at this time, as being able to play around with her mechanics while also honing my other warriors at the same time has basically sparked my passions for this game again, and I'm currently proceeding through the Twilight Princess map with much less frustration. If you're just beginning with the game and still doing the story mode, you probably don't need to pick up this pack just yet. There's very little point for it unless you want to specifically go for Medley's weapons. However, given the low pricing and the great value, if you're a bit further in the game, I can very easily say that you should definitely drop $1 for this great bit of content. This DLC comes very highly recommended from me. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please take a moment to subscribe and tell me what you thought of the video by leaving a comment or rating. You can also check out my other Hyrule Warriors videos, but I also cover a range of subjects outside of this too. You can also go to my Let's Play channel where I'm doing playthroughs of Demon Souls and the Asian version of Dragon Quest Builders before it's out in America. And I also have a third channel which is all about Japan and Japanese culture, so if you have an interest in any of those subjects, be sure to click the links above. Anyway, that's all from me today. Thank you everybody, and take care.